Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining today's benefit information session. Today's goal is to provide an overview of Columbia's benefits that are available to our support staff. My name is Sarah Honan-Loop, Executive Director of Benefits, and I'm joined today by other members of the CU Benefits team. Retirement Benefits Specialist Dem Rigard, Assistant Director of Tuition Programs Carla Rivera, and Associate Director of Benefit Operations Lauren Ragone. Next slide, please. Thank you. For today's session, we will review benefits that are available to you, such as health and welfare, retirement, tuition benefits, and other voluntary programs and resources. We will also briefly cover upcoming events and open enrollment resources. But again, the goal is to give you a clear picture of what's available to you in advance of next month's open enrollment. Next slide, please. For most benefits, your dependents can be covered once verification is provided. Columbia requires dependent verification for anyone newly enrolling a spouse or child onto their benefits. For spouses, there is a two-document verification process. You will need to provide a marriage certificate plus one other document that confirms you share household financial responsibility. Examples include a joint lease or mortgage statement, shared utility bill, or joint tax return. For dependent children, you will need to provide a birth or adoption certificate or a court order. The purpose of this process is to ensure compliance with plan eligibility rules. Next slide, please. Columbia offers comprehensive medical plan options through United Healthcare. These plans provide access to a national network of doctors, hospitals, and facilities. The Choice Plus 80 and 90 plans cover in and out-of-network care. However, out-of-network services are covered at a lower percentage. The Choice in-network plan does not offer out-of-network services. Additionally, for some plans, support staff may pay a monthly payroll contribution, while other plans may be at zero cost. Next slide, please. All plans cover in-network preventative care at 100%, as well as prescription drug benefit and basic vision coverage. Each plan has an annual out-of-pocket maximum, which represents the maximum any covered member will pay for services in a calendar year. Choice Plus 80 and 90 plans have an annual deductible, which is what you pay before the plan begins sharing the cost. The coinsurance is the percentage of cost after meeting the deductible. Next slide, please. This slide gives a high-level comparison of our vision plan options. The basic vision coverage, which is included in your medical plan, covers eye exams, glasses, and contact lenses. If you or your family would like more coverage, you can enroll in the optional vision plan, which replaces the basic vision benefit. The optional plan covers 100% of standard lenses every 12 months and includes added features such as scratch coating. This is a good option if you or your dependents have regular vision care needs. Next slide, please. This dental slide gives an overview of the options available through Aetna as well as Emblem Health Dental Plan. The Aetna PPO offers flexibility, as you can see any dentist. Preventative care, such as cleanings and exams, are covered at 100% when you use an in-network provider. Basic and major restorative services, such as fillings and crowns, are also covered up to the plan's annual maximum. Please note, if you choose a provider through the Columbia Dental Network, your annual benefit is a little bit higher. The Aetna DMO is a lower cost option, but you will need to select a primary dentist from the DMO network and live in a participating state. There are no deductibles or yearly dollar limits, which can be a good fit if you regularly see a network dentist. However, I want to point out that it is very important to make sure that your dentist participates in this DMO plan before you enroll. Otherwise, services will not be covered. The Emblem Health Dental Plan covers preventative, basic, and major services. You may choose to use participating Emblem Health dentists or go to a non-participating dentist. The cost for this plan is typically zero for all support staff. Next slide. Tax savings accounts. This slide gives a high-level look at the different tax savings accounts available to you. These accounts allow you to set aside pre-tax dollars for eligible healthcare, dependent care, and community expenses, which lowers your taxable income. Each account has its own IRS contribution limits and rollover rules, so it is important to plan your elections carefully. These are great tools to help you save money on everyday expenses that you're already paying for. Let's take a closer look at how these accounts work. Next slide, please. The Healthcare Flexible Spending Account, which is also referred to as an FSA, lets you contribute up to the annual IRS limit to pay for eligible healthcare expenses. For 2026, that limit is $3,400. You will receive a debit card to make payments directly at the point of service. If you do not use the debit card, you can submit for reimbursement, and you can track your balance or reimbursement claims at any time through myuhc.com. For support staff eligible to receive the University Child Care Benefit, you can elect to receive up to a $5,000 contribution from Columbia if your salary is $160,000 or less and you have a child under the age of 6 not yet enrolled in kindergarten. You can also add to that through the Dependent Care FSA up to the $7,500 maximum in 2026. The Transit and Parking Reimbursement Program helps you save on commuting costs. You can adjust your election anytime during the year, and unused funds roll over month to month. You will also receive a debit card to pay for your ride or transportation tickets. If you're commuting on a New York City subway or bus, you can load the debit card onto your wallet on your smartphone and pay with your phone. Next slide, please. Life insurance. So Columbia provides basic life insurance coverage equal to 1 times your annual salary up to a policy of $50,000. You can choose to purchase optional life insurance for yourself in policy amounts of 1 to 5 times your salary, up to $1 million in coverage. Keep in mind, though, that imputed income applies for all optional life and coverage over $50,000 in coverage. This year, there'll be a one-time opportunity to elect up to 3 times your annual salary, up to $500,000 in coverage, without having to complete an evidence of insurability form. Now I'll turn it over to Deb Regard, who will walk you through the retirement plan options available to support staff.
Thank you, Sarah. Good afternoon. The Voluntary Retirement Savings Plan, the VRSP, you can begin contributing immediately in full or in half percentages. That's 1.5%, 2.5%, 3.5%, and 3% and up, etc. You're able to contribute between 1% to 80% of your eligible salary on pre-tax and on a Roth post-tax basis. For 2025, the maximum annual contributions of $23,500 plus $7,500 for the catch-up if you are age 50 plus. Individuals between the ages of 60 to 63 in 2025 can make a maximum catch-up contribution of $11,250 for the total maximum contribution of $34,750. For the University Retirement Plan, members of the Local 2110, SSA, NUS non-union support staff, and Local 100, the university makes monthly contributions to your retirement account. Contributions depend on your age, your salary, and your years of service. You do not have access to the money in your account while you are employed, meaning that once you become terminated, then you can go ahead and elect to make different decisions with your money. But as you are currently employed, that money is being contributed on your behalf and you do not have that access. The vesting schedule depends on your collective bargaining unit agreement, Members of Local 241 and Local 32BJ define benefits. This is a pension plan. This is your DB pension plan. The university makes contributions to the plan as soon as you become eligible. In this plan, you're able to ask for estimates, and you become vested at 5 years of service. Members of Local 1199, MEBA, and MMP, you are eligible to participate in a retirement plan offered through your union. Next slide. And I will bring it over to my colleague, Clara. Thank you.
Thank you, Deborah. Hello, everyone. I'll go over the tuition benefits. I'm going to be going over tuition exemption benefits, the college coach, and Savvy student debt solutions. For the tuition exemption benefits, there is a waiting period of 2 semesters equal to 7 months. You're eligible if you're part-time or full-time support staff. For the college coach, there's no waiting period. For Savvy, there's no waiting period either, and you're eligible if you're part-time and full-time support staff. College Coach is a great benefit. It's suggested for parents and guardians of 9th to 12th graders. They help with an array of things, including the college admissions program, selecting colleges and universities, getting those essays ready. So we always recommend looking into that if you have a dependent between 9th and 12th grade. Savvy is more geared towards student loan borrowers. They help you better understand and manage your student loans, see if you qualify for like loan forgiveness, and you can find more information about them as well on the tuition program's website. Support staff benefits apply to tuition cost only for undergraduate and graduate courses at Columbia University, Barnard, and Teachers College. Your legal spouse is eligible for the unused portion of your benefit at Columbia only. Children the waiting period for the children is 2 or 4 years. They're also eligible for the unused portion of your tuition benefit. And as I always say, please consult your collective bargaining agreements or union representative for additional details. And you can also reach out to us if you have any questions. Thank you, and I will pass it on to Lauren.
Thanks, Carla. So I'm going to review some additional benefits from the university. The first is our Employee Assistance Program. You might hear it referred to as an EAP. So this is a network of free or discounted services to support your well-being and help with everyday challenges. It's through TELUS Health. It's voluntary and it's completely confidential. We also offer OnePass, which is a subscription-based fitness and well-being program. It provides access to a large network of gyms, digital fitness classes, and other benefits such as grocery delivery. The voluntary benefits listed below help fill gaps in insurance. There's special rates and options you might not get at a retail level. Eligible employees can enroll whether covered for other benefits through the university or if you're covered somewhere else, you're still eligible. They're payroll deduction benefit programs, but they are post-tax. And these can be elected during open enrollment. You can consult our voluntary benefits website for additional information, but I'll quickly go over each plan. We have accident insurance, which pays for expenses that come with things like accidents, such as medical bills, hospital transportation, physical therapy, things like that. Auto insurance covers you in case of accident or theft, and home insurance pays for damages to your home or your belongings. There's an online tool that generates auto and home insurance quotes from highly rated insurance carriers. We also offer a hospital indemnity insurance plan. Now that can help you pay for expenses when you are in the hospital for planned or unplanned medical services. And just a reminder, this is in addition to your medical plan coverage, so it's meant to supplement it. The identity theft program covers expenses incurred to restore your identity or recover a stolen wallet. This includes 24/7 monitoring of your identity, your credit, bank, and investment accounts. And then legal services, it's a pretty valuable program. It's applicable at every stage of life, whether you're getting married, sending kids off to college, retiring, planning for the future, estate planning. The list of services available under the program are offered on our website, and it also extends to members of the family. Pet insurance helps provide your pets with the best medical care possible. It includes treatments, surgeries, lab fees, x-rays, prescriptions, things like that. And then finally, critical illness. It was formerly known as that name. It's now called specified disease. It's the same plan. It's just the more recognized name is specified disease, beginning January 1st, 2026. That can help you in the event of a serious illness, cancer, heart attack, major organ failure, things like that. And it supplements your primary health insurance program. And it can ease just the financial burden beyond your healthcare costs. It can pay for things like everyday living expenses while you're out of work. The next slide, please. As an eligible faculty or staff member, Columbia University is here to support you during difficult times of loss and provides access to empathy and survivor support. These services are designed to help you navigate the challenges of loss with care and compassion. And then Columbia uses a convenient digital platform called Maven. This helps support all paths to family building, so virtual appointments, coaching, education, resources online. And in addition, Maven has a menopause and midlife health program that provides holistic and specialized support through all stages of menopause. So I'll turn it back to Sarah to wrap up.
Great. Thank you, Lauren. So now we just want to take this time to let everyone know that we're once again hosting our in-person benefit expos and health screenings. And so please join us at one of the events that are being held all around our campuses. Thursday, November 6th up at the Medical Center, Wednesday, November 12th at LenFest on the Manhattanville campus, and Thursday, November 13th at Lerner Hall on the Morningside campus. If you enroll in a biometric screening, you can have your blood pressure checked, your cholesterol and glucose levels checked. We do recommend fasting ahead of those tests. It's not required, but it's recommended. There will also be representatives from Columbia Human Resources, Columbia Doctors, as well as our benefit vendor partners available for you to ask questions and speak with. At CUIMC specifically, there will be an ergonomic assessment, acupuncture, upper body massage, and skincare screenings. And at the Morningside and Manhattanville locations, you can receive a walk-in free flu shot if you haven't had a chance to receive a flu shot yet. Next slide, please. So open enrollment begins on Monday, November 10th, and will end on Friday, November 21st. When making your elections, please remember to check out in cubes to complete your enrollment. We're hosting another webinar on what's new for 2026, so specifically about open enrollment and what's changing for next year. That webinar will be next Wednesday, October 29th from 3 to 4 p.m. Please make sure to register through ELM if you would like to attend. Next slide. So now, if you have any questions, please submit them through the chat feature. If you cannot stay and have additional questions, please contact the Benefit Service Center at the information that's available on this slide. We always encourage you to visit our benefits website where you can find all the information we have presented today and much more. So I'm just going to ask Angela, have we received any questions through the chat feature?
We have not. Oh, wait, there's some. Is there any benefit insurance I can enroll to apply for short-term disability when I'm expecting to deliver a baby in 2026?
Yeah, I'll just say for that question, I think we know we can gather who asked that question, but the best contact there is our Department of Leave Management, who handles short-term disability, FMLA, all types of leave of absences, and we'll send you back the direct contact information for our Office of Leave Management, and they can help with that question directly.
Okay. For tuition, to enroll into classes, we need to apply to the program we're interested in. Does the same apply for trade via the union? Carla, sorry.
Yep, sorry, I had to unmute myself. Yeah, you would apply at Columbia just the same way as anybody else is the process. I'm not sure if they have trade classes here, but it would only be either Columbia or Barnard or Teachers College.
And again, for you, Carla, are tuition benefits considered imputed income for tax purposes Is the answer different for undergrad versus grad courses?
No tax for undergrad. It's more for graduate level. If you go over, I believe it's 5250. That amount might change next year. I'm pretty sure. We'll find out sometime in November. But it's only for graduate level courses. Unless you do a job related form. If you have your supervisor fill out that form and you submit it, and then I'm sorry, you fill it out with your supervisor and the supervisor submits it, then you don't have to worry about taxes. And that's the job related form. And again, you can reach out to us and I can send you the instructions on how to do that. But it has to be job related for graduate level, not to be taxed. Yes. Over the 5250.
Thank you. I'd like to know more about the dental insurance offered. I can go back to the slide, the dental slide, and if Sarah, if you wanted to, I guess, talk more about these.
Sure. Yeah. So as a staff member, as any one of our staff members under any union or non-union support staff, you have access to 3 different plans you can elect. 2 are from Aetna and 1 is from Emblem Health. So the top of the screen and the middle of the screen speak about the Aetna plans. The first one is the PPO. We also call it the Aetna Columbia Dental Plan because there's a little bit more of a benefit related there if you select that plan and receive services from a Columbia dentist uptown. But if you select this plan, you can go to any dentist of your choosing, whether it be a Columbia dentist or an in-network dentist with Aetna or an out-of-network dentist with Aetna. You'll still receive reimbursement. So this is the most expensive plan, but the most flexible plan. The middle one talks about the Aetna Dental Maintenance Organization, which is also known as a DMO, and that's a very restrictive network. It's a little bit like when we used to have medical HMOs. So it's the same concept. You'd have to select a primary dentist that accepts the Aetna DMO insurance and then receive all of your primary care for dental services through that dentist. And then if that dentist determines that you need additional care like orthodontia work or more care at a specialist, they have to refer you to a specialist within the DMO network itself as well. So all care must be within the DMO umbrella. This plan is not very expensive. It's far less expensive than the PPO plan, but it's much more restrictive. And then the last plan at the bottom of the page is from Emblem Health. And that's a very broad plan. It covers basic, major restorative care. You can see an in-network provider or an out-of-network provider with Emblem Health. And for union employees, this is at 0 cost.
Thank you, Sarah. For Lauren, can you talk more about the grocery delivery service that was mentioned with OnePass?
So I'm not the OnePass guru, but on our website, we have a link to a PowerPoint presentation that gives you the tiers of subscription. So there's digital, classic, standard, premium, and elite. So the home delivery grocery service is included with all levels except the digital, which is the digital programs. And it looks like their services available with Walmart and Shipt. So I could put the link in the chat on where additional information can be found.
Thank you, Lauren. Someone asked if this will have a link, a conversation. So this presentation will be posted on our website and we can email that link out, or sorry for scrolling. It is right here in our human resources.columbia.edu/benefits. Carla, is it possible to use the tuition benefit and change my role at Columbia? Does it affect tuition coverage? So I'm guessing if someone were to change their role.
It depends. I mean, the benefit for support staff, if you're part-time or full-time, you're eligible after you meet the waiting period. If you go on to become a full-time officer, you're still eligible, but if you haven't met the officer waiting period, they'll apply your time as support staff to that, and you'll be grandfathered into your support staff benefit until you meet the officer waiting period, and then you switch over to the officer. So it kind of depends on what other position you're going to.
Okay. Deb, this question is for you. It's saying, can you explain the change to the retirement programs involving catch-up contributions? I can also go back to your retirement slide.
Sorry. The 2025 maximum annual contribution limit, the 75 plus thousand. Can I take down your information and reach out to you directly to see what your concerns are for Jerry, if there was anything additional?
We could send that to you. Thank you. Again, for tuition, is there a limit to how many credits we can take using tuition exemption? Can we pay out of pocket for the cost outside what is covered? And can we take summer courses before we are accepted and starting a fall program?
So full-time support staff, eligible usually for 2 courses, part-time 1. Summer courses are usually at Columbia only, just an FYI. So if you're taking classes at Barnard or Teachers College, usually in the summer it's Columbia only.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. I think somebody was asking about College Coach having problems logging in. I saw the question.
Yes.
They can reach out to us directly. That doesn't happen very often, but we can definitely, if they reach out, I can forward it to College Coach so they can look into it.
Lauren, does the legal plan cover ongoing representation?
I just answered that question. So
I'm
the
sorry.
list of, that's okay. The list of services are under the product review on our website. So as long as it's one of the covered services and you match with an attorney for that service. Yeah,
Thank you.
sure.
Someone said I have Aetna PPO plan and it covers only 50% of service.
Yeah, I saw that. I was gonna
Could
speak
that
to that
be for
one.
major, I believe major
That's
services
correct.
outside of basic restorative and fillings are at 50%. So if you're having a crown replacement or things like that, that would be at 50%. Whereas regular basic restorative and fillings, that is at a higher percentage.
That's correct. I also put the leave management email in the, I don't know if panelists, I'm sorry, if participants can see the chat or it's only going to hosts and panelists.
I
But,
can change it.
okay, but
I'll
that's
send
okay.
that.
I just, it's leave management at columbia.edu for the employee who had questions about short-term disability.
Okay, Sarah, how long does it take for health insurance to start after being hired? And can I get reimbursed for prescriptions I bought before insurance started?
So the waiting period depends on which union you're affiliated with. I'm gonna just quickly try to answer that. Most have a 2-month wait. There is TWU has a 3-month wait. And SSA has an actual 60-day wait before medical coverage will begin. No employee can submit for benefits for prescription or medical prior to the effective date of the coverage. So if there's a 2-month wait, you have to wait 2 months, and then when your coverage begins, it's from that day going forward. But you wouldn't be able to submit a claim for previous service.
Should I go to the Columbia dentist to have better coverage?
Nah, we can't say that it's necessarily better coverage. It's your preference when you enroll in the plan, which provider you wish to choose to go to. You will get a higher reimbursement by going to a Columbia dentist through the Aetna PPO plan. But for some employees, that's just not feasible. They don't live, close enough to a Columbia provider. Maybe they already have a dentist that they're comfortable with. So we can't really say that it's better coverage. We could just say that it's a more discounted coverage.
Deb, we have a question. For retirement plan, sorry, it's just gone. I am being deducted for a Vanguard plan. I did not opt in for this. Is this a default plan?
This is the VRSP plan, it sounds like. Let me get your uni and we can look into that for you. And if possible, I can look into that for you and get back to you.
See something about legal, which Lauren asked.
I
Right,
can
so we have-
share if you'd like. The question on legal was basically who's covered, so it might be helpful for folks. So it's employees, spouses, and eligible children up to age 26 within the US. Then there's also a separate list of services under the Parents Plus, which is not something separate you have to elect. It's in the plan. And it's services for parents, step-parents, parents-in-law, and grandparents, again in the US, and that's up to 8 people in the plan. So that's a really great portion of the legal services plan, if you're interested. Sorry, Angela, I just thought it'd be
No.
helpful.
Yes, it is. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you for that. Someone is asking about the emblem and what it covers. If you can actually send us an email at HR benefits, and we can give you the direct information for emblem. Unfortunately, can't send you the link here since I'm sharing. But it's a question regarding what emblem covers for major work.
Oh,
So if you can
sorry.
send that email to us, we can send you a link with
No,
more
I got it. I'm
information.
sorry.
Oh, you
I
have
was
it?
I was
Okay.
on mute. I'm sorry. Yeah. It's 100%. So the emblem
Okay.
plan is a very rich plan. It's 100% in the emblem network. So if you see an emblem provider for preventative and diagnostic, so that's like exams and cleanings, basic services like a root canal or gum disease, and then major services like a denture or a crown is all paid 100% in network. The maximum annual benefit for that plan is $1,200. So that's the most the plan is going to reimburse. There is an out-of-network component, but the reimbursement schedule is subject to rates determined between the dentist and emblem. We're not privy to that. So you could be charged higher and covered less if you go out of the emblem dental network.
Thank you, Sarah. I do not see any more questions in the chat. Again, we have plenty of time. If you have any questions, please feel free to jot them in the chat. Oh, does MetLife Legal Service cover for making trust in family?
Yes.
Yes. Mhm.
And Deb, can you change the percentage you put in to VRSP throughout the year?
Yes, you can. This is something that is done on Cubes where you are able to make adjustments to your VRSP election throughout the year.
Thank you. Okay, I do not see anything else. Again, we can stay on for, we have plenty of time, but if there's no other questions, we can hang out for a few minutes. Again, this presentation and the slides will be posted online. And if you have questions that you think about after this presentation or later on, you can always feel free to give us a call at 212-851-7000 or send us an email, hrbenefits@columbia.edu. I was not able, there's something else came out. I was not able to find any dentist in Columbia who is in network with Emblem Health. So,
I think that's correct. Like
Yeah.
we have not been told by Columbia Dentists Uptown. So that's CDM, the College of Dental Medicine, that that their dentists participate with Emblem Health. So in order to get that greater benefit of the 60% reimbursement, that's on the Aetna side. So they do accept the Aetna plan, the PPO plan, but they are not in the Emblem network. So if you want to elect the Emblem network, just know that you would not have access to a Columbia dentist unless you want to use the out-of-network services, and that could add up. So it's your choice, but no, they don't tend to participate in the Emblem network. There is a question, Angela, I just see it somewhere towards the middle of the chat where someone is says they're referring to the 2026 changes to the tax law, but I'm a little uncertain about.
I think it
It's
was
regarding the Roth plan. I can reach out to him directly regarding the Roth plan for the upcoming year, 2026.
Got it.
I think I went through all of them, and that is No worries. Will there be a vision plan?
Yeah, let's see if we can bring up that slide with the vision
Sorry for
plan.
scrolling. I apologize for scrolling. Here we go.
Yeah, so we have two vision plans for our support staff. I'm sorry, can you hear me? We have two vision plans for our support staff. One is the basic vision plan, and that is embedded within the UHC coverage, United Healthcare medical coverage. If you're electing UHC medical coverage, that covers eye exams and corrective lenses, frames, contact lenses. So that's at no additional cost. If you're in the UHC plan, you have a basic vision plan already. But if you want to purchase additional vision coverage, you can't have both. So you would be waiving the basic plan and instead opting into the optional vision plan for a small fee. It's not very expensive, but that plan covers additional services for yourself and your covered dependents. It pays a higher percentage and more frequently for exams and equipment like bifocals, trifocals, contact lenses. So it's a richer benefit. And this is available for now in 2025, and it's also available in 2026. This is not a new offering. This has been in place for some time.
Thank you. Thank you, Sarah.
Because I think he is eligible for an extension, but it's not.
If you want to maybe mute, I think someone's not muted.
Thank you. Okay, again, we have time, but I understand. Oh, but one more is just coming in. Thank you. This may be for Carla. My daughter is planning to apply for Columbia University. If she gets in, can she get my tuition benefit or any other university she get in Columbia offer any? If she gets in any other university, would Columbia offer any tuition reimbursement?
Only at Columbia, and she gets the unused portion of your benefit. I think there was a question above about Barnard too. I was going through them.
Yes.
Yes, Barnard is covered under the benefit as well.
And is there a dollar limit on services provided under the legal plan?
No.
Okay, could the recent changes, Deb, I believe for Columbia retirement contribution for NUS. Can you just go over the recent changes?
For the NUSS plan, it's pretty
Yes.
standard. It goes by your date of hire, years of service, and your age. I can take down your information and reach out to you directly regarding any specific questions you may have.
I'm sure we have everything. I think we've covered all of the questions in the chat.
So, I mean, Angel, I would just plug one more time that there is another forum that we're doing that if you think of other questions that they can be raised on that other forum. That's on the 29th from 3 to 4 p.m. It's designed for support staff. It's very heavy on open enrollment and what's new and changing for 2026, but still opportunity to discuss benefits, tuition benefits, retirement benefits, health and welfare as well. So if you attend this one and you still have time to attend on the 29th, we encourage you to attend that one as well. And if you think of other questions between now and then you can bring those questions to that session, or of course, reach out to us on the phone and email on the page.
Hey, I don't think we have anything new, so we will end this session. And again, we thank you for joining. And again, feel free to contact us with any questions or concerns that you may have. Okay. Thank you, everyone, and have a good day.